What's up, everybody? It's your boy Timothy Shackler here at DreamOnWideAcademy.com. Thank you so much for tapping in with your boy. And thank you so much for making a commitment to yourself, right? Making a commitment to your dreams, making a commitment to your goals. There's much for you to do within this earth. As the late Archbishop Ron Ash says, he says there got to be more. All you English perfectionists, I know they're gots. Gots is not it's not good grammar, it's not good pronunciation, it's not good English. However, there gots to be more. There has to be more than just you existing, right? Make no mistake about it, you exist for a reason. But there's more for you to do than just exist. And so I believe that there's great hope that lies within you. I believe that God has given you a dream. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 12 says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but hope fulfilled is a tree of life. So no matter what you've been through, no matter what you've done, no matter what mistakes you made, no matter what errors you had, no matter what past, no matter what lack of education, lack of money, born in the hood, born in the suburbs, in the rural, no matter what your hand is, no matter what your hand is, God has given you an opportunity to tap in, right? Dr. King said it this way. He said, as long as you have breath in your body, you have an opportunity. As long as you have breath in your body, you have an opportunity to tap in to your dreams and your goals. Gandhi said it like this. He said, my life is my message. And so you're striving every day to perfect your message. And it's not what you say, but it's what you are, right? I told my mentee the other day, I said, we're striving to be healthy. And I had him define health, and then I gave him my definition of health. And I said, to be healthy means it's a state of being. Health is a state of being, right? So to be your absolute best, to be the best version of yourself, to improve yourself, to love thyself, to invest in thyself, to take care of thyself, is improving your state of being, right? Because if you can't be anything to yourself, you sure cannot be anything to anybody else. And so you have to improve your state of being. And so I'm excited to talk to you guys right now. If you have not been at TimothyShockley.com, please go over right now and subscribe to the email list. If you have not subscribed to DreamWorldWideAcademy.com, we have the best educational platform on the planet. I know I'm biased, but I believe we have the best educational platform on the planet. I believe that over 200 training videos around entrepreneurship, fitness, health, and wellness, leadership. We have a private text group you can tap into. We do weekly mastermind calls. And so I'm just so excited about the Dream Wide Academy. I can't say enough about it. And you guys who know me or close to me understand how, and you know how important the Dreamer Wide Academy is to me. And so we do three things. We do three things, and we do these three things well. We encourage you, educate you, and empower you, right? We encourage you, educate you, and empower you in hopes that you apply your faith. You apply your faith as it relates to your skills and your passions to help accelerate towards your dreams and your goals, okay? And so right now I want to talk about the state of being. Tonight I want to talk about the state of being, right? So I told you that health is a state of being, right? So in all that you do, you should strive to be healthy. And healthy doesn't mean that it's always perfect or always positive, but health just means that, you know what, we're going to give this attention. We're going to put in enough energy and effort to make sure that we're solving the problems needed to bring about a benefit, right? There's a benefit to health, right? It's longevity, it's energy, it's peace, it's joy, it's happiness, right? There's a benefit to health, right? When I feel better, when I drink water and I feel good about myself, it makes me want to do more. Like whatever I'm feeling, I want others to feel that way, right? And so it's the same with the reverse, right? If you feel bad, you want others to feel bad with you. If you feel sad, you want somebody else to feel sad with you. If you're happy, you want to be around other people who are happy. Have you ever been happy or been excited about something and then went around somebody who was down and out or complaining or whatnot? What does it do? It zaps the energy from you. And you start to become depressed. You start to become unhappy, right? You start to feel like, man, you start to feel like them. you are constantly evolving in your state of being, right? So that you can be something to somebody, right? As you go up and up and up, I love that abundance effect, right? The abundance effect, or the effect of being, or having overflow. Because when you have overflow, you can do nothing but give back. Because when you have overflow, when you have rise to the top, and then you got overflow, you know where it goes? It goes back down, right? It goes back down, right? So whoever's in that circle, whoever's in that environment, they get to feel the overflow. They get to feel the abundance of who you are, right? They get to feel the abundance of love. They get to feel the abundance of wealth. They get to feel the abundance of health. Why? Because it's spilling over, right? You've been able to level up, right? You've been able to level yourself up in a way that is healthy. You have increased your state of being to so much that it is spilled over. It is overflowing. And when something overflows, it goes back down. It goes out, right? So whoever's standing next to you, right? Whoever's connected to you, whoever's in your circle, whoever's in your network, they're going to feel the abundance of your overflow. So it's critical that we increase our state of being, right? You don't want to just have enough for you, right? I want to have enough for energy for you, and for my mama, and for my daddy, and for my family, and for my wife, and for my kids. I want to have enough energy so everybody can feel me. But in order for you to feel me, I have to feel myself. Jesus said it like this: love thy neighbor as thyself. Right? So in order for you to feel me, I gotta feel myself. I gotta feel good about myself. I gotta feel good about my thoughts. I gotta feel good about my projects. I gotta feel good about my dreams. I gotta feel good about my body. I gotta feel good about my perspective on life. I gotta feel good about where I'm at in life. Right? And so as I am in the state of becoming, out of the abundance of what I'm becoming will spill over into what you're becoming. Right? But at the same time, you got to have people who feed into your state of being, right? You got to have things that feed into your state of being, right? From the books you read to what you watch, to who you're around, to what you're hearing, to what you're seeing modeled. You have to make sure that everything you're doing is feeding your state of being so that you can be everything you need to be to somebody else, right? Because it's out of the abundance of your value. My mentee, Adam defined wealth, and he came up with a phenomenal definition that I'm going to hijack for the sake of this conversation we're having right now. But he described wealth as an abundance of value. It's an abundance of value, right? It has nothing to do with like material things. It has nothing to do with the house, the car, portfolio, your assets, your businesses. It has nothing to do with that. It's an abundance of value. Right? As you increase your state of being, right, you increase your value, right? As you increase your knowledge, you increase your value. And you may say, Tim, how do you increase your state of being? You increase your state of being by tapping into knowledge, tapping into information, right? Tapping into wisdom, right? Spending time with the Most High, right? Reflecting, gratitude, humility, serving, generosity, like these things, your character, right? You increase your state of being by increasing and developing and refining your character. Your character is what you are when no one else is around. Your character is what you do when no one else is around. It's an internal perspective. It's an internal state of being, right? And so the healthier you are, you might say, Tim, how do you gauge? How do you evaluate your state of being? And you evaluate it through your consciousness, right? And if I wake up today and I feel like I need to work out, like if I just intuitive, right? If I'm just intuitive, I'm just like internally focused. Like if I'm just kind of feeling the sense that I need to maybe work out. And if I don't work out, it's going to be on my consciousness. So therefore, I'm not going to be completely clear and pure in that moment, right? So how I evaluate your state of being is that it's a clear conscience. It's saying, you know what? I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that I'm healthy, right? Okay, so if I don't work out, and it's like the natural laws of life, right? So like working out, reading, sleep, eating good, like just natural things that God has put into universal structure for us to abide by, right? That keeps our body moving, right? So, as an advanced muscle specialist, how I do it is how we gauge the state of being. We gauge their state of being through blood flow, right? A lot of people come in with aches, with pains, with migraines, different things that are intrusive to their state of being. So what we do is do an assessment. We do a palpation. Figure out where the triggers are, where the dead points are, where the lack of blood flow, where the lack of energy is, yada yada yada. And so, and then we go in to make sure that we can manipulate and stimulate in those areas to create the circulation to relieve pain, because where the blood flows, you have energy. Where the blood flows, you don't have pain. Where the blood flows, you have oxygen. So wherever blood does not flow, you have pain, lack of oxygen, you have aches and all kind of injuries in that area. And so what I do as a professional is to try to make sure that you have good circulation to your heart, your brain, your feet, right? That you have good circulation to your heart, your brain, your feet, right? So therefore, you can be more energetic. You can have more energy. You can be more vibrant. You can have more oxygen. You can have more. You can increase your state of being. We don't believe in ourselves enough to take care of ourselves, right? We don't believe in ourselves enough to take care of ourselves. So it's important, that we increase our state of being. And that we learn to take care of ourselves. We learn to appreciate ourselves, because we're not promised tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We're not promised nothing, right? But we have to increase our state of being. And that is done through our mental, spiritual, and physical components. You are valuable. If you watch me right now, don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated. Just keep going. Just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. Just keep going. Just keep flowing. Like, there's more. There's a lot more that God wants you to do. Like, there's so much. A lot of you guys are like, man, what do? I don't know if I'm gifted. I don't know if I don't have, maybe I'm not an entrepreneur like you, Tim. I don't think I'm as gifted as you, Tim. You make it look easy, Tim, whatever. Like, you gotta stop comparing yourself to other people. One of the things I did was I stopped comparing myself to other people. I've stopped comparing myself to people on social. As a matter of fact, that's probably one of the biggest hindrances to people's success right now, is people who are watching other people in their same groups or same industries or categories on social media. It's probably the biggest hindrance to people's success, is watching other people. Probably the biggest thing right now is people comparing themselves to other people. And it's sad, like, you shouldn't compare yourself to nobody. Like, each and every one of you guys were created for a different purpose. I'll never forget when I was playing ball, like I think it was like the second to last year when I was playing professional football. One of our team captains came in the locker room. We was down. We was all complaining, arguing with each other. You know how it is when you play sports. And one of our team captains, he said something. He said, look, man. He said, if we all just shut up and do our part, play our 1/3 of the field, and execute on our assignments and do what we need to do personally, if every single one of us do that, we'll win the game. But when you guys are fighting each other, when you guys are trying to do each other's job and trying to tell somebody else what to do, you're not even doing your own job, that's when it gets funny, And that's what we've seen over the last several years. We've seen from the political structure to the non-profit to the for-profit to the school system and to the local government and the local community effect. We've seen a lot of just selfishness. We've seen a lot of people just making decisions based off selfish ambition. We've seen people we've just seen a lack of character in leadership, right? And we've seen people trying to envy and take each other's positions, and I can do it better, or, you know, it's foolishness. So stop trying to compare yourself to other people. Stop trying to compare yourself to people you see on Instagram or Facebook or Snapchat or whatnot, YouTube. Like, it's not. Hey, I'm telling you, I done been into a lot of circles, and I follow. I done been behind the scenes with a lot of people that you guys might follow, right? And I tell you what, it is not what it is not what it appears to be. In real life, it is not what it appears to be. I'm telling you, like, I can. As a matter of fact, that's what led me to the eradication of comparing myself to other people. That's what stopped me. It's because I've actually been in the room with some of these people. I've actually been behind the scenes. I've actually been in the same space, right? I'm actually connected to like acquaintances and whatnot. So I've seen it, and it is not what it appears to be. So I was encouraged just to be myself, right? I was encouraged to be myself. And so I want to encourage you guys, be yourself. Be yourself. You don't have to try to fit the mold that somebody else has created. Like, you don't have to try to measure up to, don't compare age, don't be trying to count nobody's money. Like, I'm telling you, I know people right now who are suffering, but they got more than what I got. Right? So I felt like I had to create a different metric system. I had to create a different system to how I determine what success was to me. And that's when I adopted the success definition from Bishop T.D. Jakes about being able to manifest whatever's in my idea, in my imagination, being able to bring it to life and bring it to reality. And so I had to gauge whether did I want to be a billionaire, or did I want freedom? Okay? Or I had to pose the question, is it possible to be a billionaire and have freedom, right? Or I never wanted to sell myself out, right? I told myself I will not give up my soul for $1. I will not give up my soul for $1, right? And so there's things that you got to consider, right? But I think the gist of what I'm trying to say is increase your state of being by being you, right? Increase your value by being you, right? You are enough. Whether you believe it or not, you are enough. You are enough. Like Gandhi said, my life is my message, right? There are people are following you right now. They're following you right now, but you just don't have any type of awareness, right? You don't know that because you're not aware. There are people right now who are following you. There are people right now who check on your page to see what you're doing, right? So understand, you are enough. You are enough. So whatever hand you've been dealt in life, play those cards. Don't allow people to box you in and make you look foolish, right? One of my friends I was asking, I was like, man, who put you in a cage? Who told you you couldn't do that? At what point did you stop dreaming? I want to ask you the same thing. At what point did you stop dreaming? At what point did you say, you know what? I'm not gonna go back to school. I'm not gonna start that business. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna publish that book. I'm not gonna write that movie script. At what point did you stop dreaming? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching me right now, it's time to dream again. It's time to get it back. It's time to buy back the block. It's time to buy back your freedom, right? As a man thinketh, so is he. It's time to believe again. It's time to believe again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to believe again. It's time to believe again. Belief in yourself increases your state of being. Belief in yourself increases your state of being. And it was told to me like this: if you don't believe in yourself, or if you having a hard time believing in yourself, find somebody who believes in you until your belief kicks in. Find somebody who believes in you. Somebody believes in you. Not everybody hates you. Not everybody like we like self sabotage everything. Like we are. I'm telling you, we are our biggest critics. You may say, Tim, how do you know? Because I've done it. I do it, and I've done it often. We are our biggest. Sometimes we'll force a thought. We'll force somebody else's thinking on ourselves. We make decisions for people. We we plant thoughts in their head without planting thoughts in their head. What I mean is this: we be like, "Well, I thought you thought." Well, I didn't say anything. I don't know how you thought I thought, or I assumed. Why would you assume? I wanted to give you the money. I wanted to support the business. You just gave it to me for free because you assumed I had no money. You assumed that I wasn't gonna pay for it, right? And I've learned if you're not careful, you can miss out on a whole lot. If you're not careful, you can miss out on a whole lot. So stop assuming, stop thinking people hate you, stop thinking people are mad at you, stop thinking people don't like you, stop thinking people are not gonna like your products, stop thinking that you're not gonna get the money for school, stop thinking that the teacher don't like you, stop thinking those thoughts, stop self-sabotaging your own success and destiny. Right? You have to assume and expect the best of everything. You can create your own reality based on assumption. Like it's time out for that. It's time for you to level up. It's time for you to expand your thought process. Right? Your thoughts are the seed to the core of who you are. Right? You change your thoughts, you change your life. Right? It increases your thoughts. Increases your thought can increase your state of being. Your thoughts can increase your state of being. Your ideas can increase your state of being. Your dreams can increase your state of being. Your vision, your mission, down to the core of who you are. So I want to encourage you guys, keep moving forward, keep pushing. No matter what you've been through, you have an opportunity. Have a phenomenal night. Get some sleep. And I'll see you tomorrow.